Your anger and your hate, I think, is coming off as erratic to people.
Passion, my passion. It's all
Okay, your passion.
Yes.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most notorious actions by celebrity kids that appeared to have tarnished the reputation of their famous relatives.
How has life changed for you?
Life has changed dramatically.
Number 10. Kelly Osbourne, arrested for assault. The Osborne family isn't exactly known for their squeaky clean image, but if Ozzy and Sharon were banking on their kids to polish up that image, then they might have miscalculated.
She has what we call a wobbler.
Leave it alone.
Dad, it's not hot anymore.
Darling, leave it alone.
It's kind of like a freak out.
In 2009, their daughter Kelly Osbourne made headlines for all the wrong reasons when she was arrested for slapping a reporter. The incident occurred at a London nightclub, all because gossip columnist Zoe Griffin wrote an unflattering article about Osborne's then boyfriend, model Luke Worrell.
All I have to say is she is a crazy...
Which?
Osborne was charged with common assault and subsequently released on bail. Although she seemed to have dodged serious consequences for it, the slap only added to Osborne's rebellious reputation and intensified public scrutiny around her rock and roll clan.
If they believe you, then it's like one thing, but if they feel like you're lying, which we usually are, then it's like you don't really do anything the next day, just to lay low.
Number 9. Miley Cyrus's 2013 VMA performance. The 2013 MTV Video Music Awards had its moments, but by the end of the night, all anyone could talk about was Miley Cyrus. Cyrus hit the stage in a nude latex outfit and danced provocatively with Robin Thicke during their performance of his song Blurred Lines. It sparked intense backlash, leaving many people asking why, and more importantly, how? Specifically, how did Cyrus go from her wholesome image as Disney's Hannah Montana to a twerking sensation on national TV? Her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, was dragged into the media frenzy, as some felt her actions reflected poorly on their family. Regardless, it was the quintessential good girl gone bad tale, which Cyrus ultimately played to her advantage.
You know you're going to get a crazy reaction out of everybody no matter what I do, so you might as well keep people talking about it.
Yeah, of course.
As long as they can.
Number 8. Matty Healey's onstage antics and sketchy comments. Lead singer of the 1975 Matty Healey is one of those Nepo babies you might not have suspected. Healey was born to British actors Tim Healey and Denise Welch and even appeared as an extra in their TV shows. But his parents' attempts to maintain a respectful public image often clash with Healey's unpredictable behaviour.
Fame has always been a bore to me, do you know what I mean? Like, I love people liking what I do. I'm not interested in being famous. I think it's why I try and subvert it sometimes.
In 2023, he stirred controversy after kissing his bandmate on stage in Malaysia to protest the country's anti-LGBTQ laws. This act was seen by many, including LGBTQ Malaysians, as a performative stunt that could backfire on the community.
It's increasing the pressure and also scrutiny towards the community itself. This also may possibly push whatever work that we have done before this back.
Healey also faced backlash for making comments on a podcast that many deemed racially insensitive. These incidents not only affected his reputation, but also cast a shadow on his parents' achievements.
Sometimes Matty does say to me, because whatever he'll say, I'll go, oh my God, what did they say? And he goes, no, Mum, it's not about you, it's about me.
Number 7. Nicole Richie's legal troubles. In the 2000s, Nicole Richie frequently made the news, though rarely for a good reason.
Sure, it's definitely a little hurtful because there is a lot more to me, and it's so weird because everyone just wants to know what I'm doing all the time. I'm like, why?
The socialite and daughter of music legend Lionel Richie found herself in legal trouble several times. In 2002, she was arrested for getting into a fight at a New York nightclub. Although the charges were later dropped, she also faced subsequent arrests for drug possession, and driving under the influence.
In California, under California Vehicle Code, 2 convictions can lead to 90 days to a year in jail. So that's a lot of time, certainly for a Hollywood starlet.
In 2007, Richie received a 4-day jail sentence for the DUI, but was released after only 82 minutes. At the center of all of this was her father, who had to manage his daughter's crisis while fending off the relentless media coverage. Thankfully, he stuck by her side, helping her overcome those challenges and emerge stronger.
I was somewhere between meditation and medication.
Yes! You're just excited for us all to get a little bit of parental payback, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. you know I am.
Number 6. Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Here's a time to set the record straight. What was the tipping point that made you decide you had to leave?
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stunned everyone, including members of the British royal family, when they decided to step back from official duties in January 2020. Many in the public didn't understand why at first, but things became clearer after their explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey. During the tell-all chat, the couple revealed troubling allegations of racism within the royal household and spoke about their mental health struggles, claiming they received very little support.
Especially when you know there's a relationship there that they could help and share some truth or call the dogs off, whatever you want to call it. So to receive no help at all and to be told continuously, this is how it is.
This unprecedented interview broke the long-standing tradition of maintaining a dignified silence and turned the royal family's dirty laundry into primetime entertainment. Suddenly, the air of mystery around the monarchy was shattered, leaving many wondering if the age-old institution was still relevant in these modern times.
I'm sad that what's happened has happened, but I know and I'm comfortable knowing that we did everything that we could.
Number 5. JC Chan's drug-related charges.
Is there any goals or aims that you want to reach?
I just want to
enjoy yourself?
Yeah, and enjoy myself and give myself a tiny little bit challenge.
Children of celebrities often face pressure to live up to the towering legacies of their parents. For JC Chan, the son of the beloved acting and martial arts icon Jackie Chan, that pressure must have been particularly intense.
I haven't been a very good role model for the youth. I feel really ashamed.
JC seemed to go against his father's law-abiding image when he was arrested in 2014 after police found drugs at his home in Beijing. This arrest was particularly damaging, giving Jackie's long-standing role as an anti-drug goodwill ambassador in China. But in a classic display of parental responsibility, Jackie publicly apologized for his son's actions and promised not to use his connections to influence the legal proceedings. Ultimately, JC was sentenced to 6 months in prison and fined approximately $300.
I made mistakes. I will remember this lesson.
Number 4. Nick Hogan's car crash. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan certainly isn't the most cautious person out there, but at least his stunts and antics are confined to the wrestling ring, under tightly controlled conditions. However, his son, Nick Hogan, has shown far more recklessness.
And I understand why people would be angry with me.
In August 2007, Nick, who had already accumulated multiple traffic violations, was driving under the influence when he lost control of his car and crashed into a tree. Although Nick survived without any major injuries, his passenger and close friend John Graziano wasn't so lucky.
It's still hard for me to think about. I'm sorry. It's
Do you ever see him?
I've reached out and tried, but at this point I'm not allowed to visit John.
He suffered severe brain damage that requires full-time care for the rest of his life. As a result, Hulk Hogan was left to pick up the pieces of his son's accident, eventually settling a lawsuit with Graziano's family.
I've apologized to the Grazianos, but I want to say that I will never ever be able to say I'm sorry enough.
Number 3. Max Landis sexual assault allegations. Max Landis was once a rising screenwriter in Hollywood, known for writing films like Netflix's Bright and making Forbes' 30 Under 30 list for entertainment. However, his career unraveled in 2017 when multiple women came forward accusing him of manipulative behavior, sexual harassment, and assault. If the name Landis rings a bell, it's because he is the son of director John Landis, who made iconic comedies like National Lampoon's Animal House and Coming to America. But the allegations against his son were no laughing matter.
I don't feel comfortable discussing that in public because it's not something I'm proud of. And it's, you know, it's ugly. I was an unbelievably toxic presence to certain people in my life.
Not only did they effectively derail Landis's trajectory, causing studios to shelve his projects, they also harked back to the fatal on-set accidents that almost ended his father's career back in 1982.
A helicopter involved in the movie crashed into them. They died instantly. 6 people aboard the copter were injured.
Number 2. Chet Hanks's multiple controversies.
Do you go Hanks but no Hanks? Give a man enough rope, he'll Hanks himself.
Being the son of America's dad naturally set some high expectations, but Chet Hanks, whose father is Oscar-winning actor Tom Hanks, hasn't exactly followed the script. His streak of controversies began in 2015 when he rear-ended the vehicle of a man named Terry Mugen while driving his parents' car. Allegedly under the influence, Mugen wound up suing Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson for damages, but the controversies didn't end there.
Is it because
You want to hear my iced tea impression?
Hanks sparked outrage for using Jamaican patois, which many labelled cultural appropriation. Then in 2021, his White Boy Summer campaign drew further scrutiny, with some saying the merch had disturbing similarities to racist symbols. These incidents have only cemented Hanks' status as the family's black sheep.
Just a big oopsies?
Yeah, I mean, white's not even my favorite color. Black's my favorite color.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. You know, hey now.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Charlie Sheen's public meltdown.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Martin Sheen is a highly respected actor in Hollywood, mostly known for his iconic performance as President Jed Bartlet in The West Wing. However, his son, Charlie Sheen, never really followed in those presidential footsteps.
Because I'm me. Because I'm me, I'm different. I just have a different constitution, I have a different brain, I have a different heart, I have a different, I get tiger blood, man.
Sheen was once a top Hollywood leading man, thanks to his hit role on 2.5 Men. But then came 2011. Sheen, who was already known for his erratic behavior, went completely off the rails when he openly criticized the show's creator, Chuck Lorre.
You gotta hate that your stage name rhymes with suck. Personally, I find it perfect. Suck and muck. You picked a fight with a warlock, you little worm.
After calling Lorre names in an interview, Sheen was fired from the show, which marked the beginning of a highly publicized meltdown. During this period, his father felt powerless over the situation, but stood firmly by his son through it all. Which of these Nepo babies do you think has redeemed themselves in the public eye and in the eyes of their families? Let us know in the comments below.
You can kind of tell me whatever, but once you're on stage and you give me a foam finger, what I do is up to me.
Yeah.
It's not really on my parents at that point.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.